I can't imagine anybody ever even thinking of using the debt ceiling as a negotiating wedge.
Really, Donald Trump? You can't think of anyone who would use the debt ceiling as some sort of negotiating tactic. Even though it's not a surprise that you can't think of something, I can at least think of 222 Republican congressmen who are willing to stake the future of the American economy and political and social well-being on the backs of the debt ceiling. But sure, let's continue. Let's hear what you have to say.
When I first came into office, I asked about the debt ceiling, and I understand debt ceilings, and I certainly understand the highest rated credit ever in history and a debt ceiling.
You know what's so funny about Donald Trump is that he is so transparent. He will tell you exactly the opposite of what he wants you to know. It's clear, the debt ceiling is a very complex and nuanced economic issue, but is almost always historically used by conservatives as a leveraging tool to just convince their bases that somehow the socialists want to spend all the money and take America's economy down with its social welfare programs. But yeah, Donald Trump, please enlighten us.
And I remember to Senator Schumer and to Nancy Pelosi, would anybody ever use that to negotiate with? They said, absolutely not. That's a sacred element of our country. They can't use the debt ceiling to negotiate.
You heard it here, folks. Donald Trump's first piece of good advice. The debt ceiling is used as some sort of red herring to justify cutting social welfare programs that are proven necessary to the American people's well-being. Things like welfare and food stamps that allow people to live in this exorbitantly expensive time. And Robert Reich explains this brilliantly here. Watch this.
They'll use this debt ceiling. It sounds to the public as, well, of course you need to have a debt ceiling. Actually, what they are doing is creating huge potential problems for everybody because they will ultimately only raise the debt ceiling if they get their way. And what does that mean? What does that mean? It means cuts in programs that everybody counts on, or it means that our credit is downgraded and we have to pay billions more to borrow more money. I mean, this is insane.
It would be ridiculous for Republicans to go to the American people and say, hey, we would love to cut government spending, right? Republicans love when the government spends less. What that government spending would translate to eventually would be cuts to social welfare programs that their voters rely on. Ultimately, Republicans will take any opportunity to confuse their base to support measures that they know will hurt them. That's why they remain so staunchly opposed, and government is almost always expected to come to a full stop when Republicans are in power. They don't care about governing or for supporting the American people. They only care about themselves. Let's just hope we come to some congressional conclusion by early June, which is when the Treasury is expected for funds to run out and us to really hit that ceiling. So start saving up, I guess. This is Adrian Costa, The Breakdown. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check back for more videos. See you guys soon.